Hello everyone and welcome to this Britannia Season 1 Episode 5 review. Now, fair warning, if you haven't watched the previous episodes, be warned, we will be discussing minor and major spoilers that have occurred during those episodes, and there are some minor spoilers from this episode as well. So in terms of this episode, the main focus has been on the events of the previous episode, the conclusion, obviously with the sacrifice of King Pellinor and the ascension of his daughter Kira as the queen. So in this episode, a lot of it really is about how the different people within the Canti tribe are basically reacting to this. Amaya, the Gaul, his Pellinor's son, Pelena, and they're all reacting because basically it's a quite unexpected event, and obviously Kira has not been expecting it either. So her interactions with Varen were quite interesting because there are some parts of it where you're thinking to yourself, I know there's supernatural elements to it, but generally you're not exactly you're not sure whether to believe it entirely or to take a touch of salt. So there are elements of truth to it because obviously magic exists in this show, but is Varen actually 10,000 years old? Probably not. It's probably some sort of trick going on, but we don't exactly know. Now, obviously with a focus on the Canti tribe, there was a little bit with the Romans going to the Regni tribe and meeting up with Queen Antida, and it was quite nice. They were trying to basically push the Romans into doing a deal, because obviously there is some sort of agreement there, and they have a spy in the Canti tribe. So it was interesting. So they're pushing it. But it seems like Antida basically wants to use the Romans to wipe out, the Canti, and then they'll do a deal afterwards. Obviously, if they wipe them out, then they'll just take up the lands, and then the new faction, they basically probably try and push the Romans out. So obviously it's a temporary alliance, but we'll see how it works out from now. I did quite like David Morrissey and Zoe Wanamaker's interaction. I thought they were playing quite well. All seems in the last two episodes, they seem to have rather small parts, not exactly doing. No, they have small parts of the episode, but it seemed quite impactful, which I thought has worked out quite well. Now there was a scene I quite liked. It was nice to see guest actor. Now there was a scene I quite liked where David Bradley, formerly of Walder Frey from Game of Thrones, who appears as an older druid who stayed behind where all the rest have gone, obviously for the sacrifice of Pellinor, and he meets up with the outsider, and they basically discuss about the demons and basically the demon god, and the Varen will basically know if the demon god, whatever his name is, I can't exactly pronounce it properly, has actually arrived, and he is basically saying that the Romans are basically the foot soldiers of these demons, and they may act nice, but they really are the death for them, really. So yeah, I thought that was quite nice. It was quite nice seeing this actor, because whenever he pops up, he's always really good, and he puts on an excellent performance, and he ordered this long beard, and looked like he was, the makeup was very good, I thought, for David Bradley. Yeah, it was. Well, I mean, to be fair, I gotta say, most of the costumes looked very good. There are some, things I'm not too sure about. I did quite like the sort of motte and fort settlement that the Regni had. It was nice to see that sort of difference in the citadel, which is obviously a lot of stone they've carved into, compared to one where, like I said, the Regni, they've basically built their own citadel. They've built their own town. I wasn't sure if I would see that, because obviously they don't like written text, but it was just nice to see like a small town. I know eventually probably the Romans will make their own town and be a proper thing, so I don't know whether they're going to do some sort of time jump to after the Romans have basically established a foothold, but we have to wait and see that, I guess. And also we got a little feature towards the end where Kat and Sawyer, obviously that's the blind father, have actually arrived at the Citadel, as we get Pellinor and the priestess, Anya, the one who's been basically locked up for the last 4 or 5 episodes, but hasn't really done anything. She's like, oh, I'm really important, I am. Okay, well, 5 episodes in, you now let out your cage. Now it's your time to do something. Wish to do anything interesting? Perhaps. But we'll have to wait and see that. I think we're going to see a couple more characters have to die next couple of episodes just to make it a bit more interesting finale, because, there's 4 episodes left. We're halfway through. A few more to go down. Oh, and before we finish, there was Amaya, the one who goes into the hut and basically gets more than she's expected. She was basically being tested, and she's not doing so good. I mean, she's really drunk from her husband not becoming king, and basically she just all she wanted to become was the queen. So her getting that and going to the druids to try and curry favour by basically doing a bit of an orgy, which she was not liking really. I mean, she played the blade up to her husband, but yeah, she's overstretched herself, and I'm kind of expecting her to be killed off for the next episode too, just to thin out the crowd a bit, because, like I said, it's getting towards the end, and I think more of this cast need to get thinned out just so we can just get a better ending, really, because we have got rid of some of the older characters, a couple of bigger names. Time to just carry on, get through more. I know, like, you can have a quite large ensemble, but I think for this sort of show, you kind of need a smaller cast just to help it out. So that'll do for today. So thank you very much. Next reviews will come very shortly, since this is a series which is out all at once. So please subscribe. These reviews are coming thick and fast, and we'll see you soon.